This is the root practice that has made it possible for us to navigate the territories that we have navigated together in terms of reconciliation and the difficult conversations where we just have so much stuff coming up, is that we have built this practice into our relationship where we can always ask, and it's always a yes, to the extent that it can be. Are you willing to take 5 deep breaths with me right now? This is it. It changes the game. This one practice will change everything in any relationship that you have. And people who are consistently unwilling to take 5 deep breaths with you, well, that is its own kind of filter, isn't it? Mm. So let's, if you're willing, please take 5 deep breaths with us. And I'll raise my hand on the inhale through the nose. Lengthening the spine on the inhale. Relaxing on the exhale. 2 more long spine energizing inhale. Soften the belly on the exhale. Last one, inhale. And let out a sigh. Coming back to the body again and again, back to the breath. Never gets old. Mm-hmm. So we're here. Today's theme, this opening theme, is dreaming a new and more beautiful dream of relationship. Dreaming that into being, dreaming it into reality. We are living in the dreams of people we've never met, whose names we don't know. This house, I actually happen to know who built this house, but you may not know who built yours, right? That was just a dream in somebody's mind. This world is built on dreams, and as Einstein said, imagination is the highest form of intelligence. Mm-hmm. So what does it mean to dream a new dream, a truly new dream? What does it mean to have a new experience? It seems as though the more we know, the less intelligent we become in many ways. The more we become certain about, the less we sort of lean into the mystery of life, the less awe we're able to experience, the less curiosity and wonder that we have for what is arising. The more names we have and the more sort of experience we have to compare things to, it seems that the smaller our world gets in certain ways. Mm-hmm. So how do we dream a new dream? I mean, has any of us experienced everything that's possible yet? No way. Right? But we have been very thoroughly programmed. Mm-hmm. We, facts about our lives become stories about the way life is. Right. The traumas from our histories become embedded in the synapses and reflexes of our posture, of our movement, of our reactions, and even our perceptions of reality. Our survival programming, genetic, epigenetic, and cultural, drives us to avoid known pain, right? Ooh, I know where that goes. I'm not going to go there. Our families of origin, having done the best they could with what they had, imprinted attachment strategies and norms of relating that are often deeply codependent, based on fear and shame, on obligation and expectation, on entitlement, on disregard for true consent, on subtle and explicit hiding and dishonesty, on avoidance and compromise, just give up on something and just create harmony by just giving them what they want, even though I really don't want to. Mm-hmm. And most of us have spent our lives kind of coming to terms with that, seeing relationships that have been totally dictated by that, slowly and carefully and hopefully with a lot of loving compassion, unraveling that that tightness in our nervous systems and those programs and the models that we have grown up with. What we are cultivating here in the dojo, we do not have models for. We only have this sense that something more is possible.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite questions to ask What else is possible? I don't have to know. I don't have to come up with the answer. Just being in that question, being in that curiosity, in that like, what else is possible? Okay, I feel in this like hard, tight, scarcity place. What else is possible? And when we're kind of like coming up to this like dreaming a new reality into existence, dreaming a new relationship, creating a new relationship, a whole new model that we, in at least our generation and probably generations for a long time, most of us have not really seen what is like a truly healthy, securely attached and liberated relationship. And we come up against really this like crisis of imagination, right? Like we, from the trauma and the culture and the pain and the fear and the models that we've been given, we have this very narrow lens of what is possible. And we don't even allow our mind, our imagination to go outside of those bounds. We have this crisis of imagination. Like, I'm not even going to allow myself to imagine something more. I'm not even going to allow myself to imagine and believe that, I mean, even our view in our Western culture mostly is of imagination is, you know, imagination is something that's not real, right? It's like for kids, it's fairy tales.
It's fiction.
It's fiction. It's myth. Instead of like the power of imagination, the power of actually imagining and creating something new from that possibility. And being willing to risk and let go of the reins of this old, safe, but, you know, painful kind of shoreline to venture out into the ocean of what else is possible.